Good morning, students. Today in this video we will do the revision of the chapter The Executive, its role. So in this video we will discuss the powers of the President of India. So you can see there are basically 5 powers which are vested on the President of India. The executive powers, number 2 the legislative powers, number 3 the judicial powers, number 4 financial and other powers, and number 5 the emergency powers. So first let us go through the executive powers of the President. Now what are these executive powers which are given to the President or which are vested on the President? So the executive powers which are vested to the President are the appointment of the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers, the appointment of the judges of Supreme Court or High Court, other ambassadors of foreign countries, the governor of states, chairman and other members of the Union Public Service Commissions. So all these powers are vested on the President. The appointment of the Prime Minister, the appointment of other Council of Ministers, and so on. So the President can appoint any of them. The next comes the legislative powers. Now what are these legislative powers? Legislative powers are vested by the Parliament of India, on which the President is the head. So the President is the head of the Parliament who works on these legislative powers. The process of law making, a bill which is passed by both the houses of the Parliament, are presented before the President for his approval. If he is not satisfied with these procedures, he can ask for further improvements and so on. Next comes the judicial powers. The President has the power to reduce a punishment or grant pardon to any person who has committed a crime or who has been awarded death sentence by any court in the country. So these powers of reducing the punishment or giving punishment to someone who has done some crime also comes under the judicial powers of the President. Next, we come to the financial powers. So these financial powers are one of the very important, or you can say one of the most important powers which are vested on the President. A money bill can be introduced in the Parliament's recommendation by the President. The President also puts forward the annual financial statement, that is the Union budget, before the Parliament. The President can also take advances out of any fund, out of the contingency fund of India, to meet any unforeseen expenditures. The President also constitutes a finance commission after 5 years to recommend the distribution of the taxes between the center and the states. So any financial or monetary activities of the center or the state comes under the financial powers of the President. The last is the emergency powers. The President of India has also been given vast powers to counter any emergency. Like now, we are facing a great emergency in the country, the virus which is prevailing everywhere. So in these kinds of emergency situations also, the President can look after the country by using his emergency powers. He can also suspend the fundamental rights guaranteed to every citizen under the Constitution. If he feels that at any point of time he needs to suspend the fundamental rights of any citizen, he can also do so. So these are the 5 powers which are given to the president or which are vested on the president of any country. Thank you.